Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank. Last in the den is a father and son team who want to bring a little bit of Kilifi to Nairobi.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Roman, and I'm one of the founders of Distant Relatives, Ecolodge, and Backpackers in Kilifi. Following its success over the past few years, we've basically put Kilifi on the map. And we're now interested in expanding to Nairobi. Today, we're offering you to invest 25 million shillings in exchange for 25% shares in our new company.
I am Alan. I'm currently CEO of a mid-sized international industrial group. With Roman, one of the founders of Distant Relatives in Kilifi.
Our objective is basically to target an untouched sector of the Kenyan tourism industry. It's one that is affordable, that is high quality, and that is environmentally and socially conscious. In 2010, with a couple of friends, we traveled from Addis Ababa down to Cape Town. And we made one very clear observation. Contrarily to South Africa, Kenya seemed to have a huge market gap between its high-end, very expensive, very high-quality lodges and its affordable and very low-quality alternatives. So it's with that mind frame of this market gap theory that we kind of had that we decided to set up Distant Relatives in Kilifi 4 years ago, offering very high quality for very affordable prices. We're now rated #1 out of 321 hotels on the coastline. The restaurant is ranked amongst the top 10 on the coast. So in the face of all the difficult times that Kenya's been facing over the past few years, we didn't suffer as much as the others in the industry. And the reason for that is that we're targeting people mainly that are already in the country. So they're going to be middle-class Kenyans, they're going to be expatriates, they're going to be volunteers, and also adventurous foreign travelers. We also organize all kinds of events, permaculture design courses, yoga festivals, tango festivals, and a lot of events such as our New Year's Eve event that attracts more than 1,000 people every year. So we've decided to now expand to Nairobi. We're projecting that you should be able to get the 25 million shillings back within 5 years based on a very average conservative scenario. One of our biggest events that we organize is our New Year's Eve event. And I thought I would show you a quick video so that you understand the kind of events that we are able to organize and the diversity of crowd so that you understand the kind of atmosphere that we're creating.
So I get how that would work in Kilifi. You know, there's that whole touristy feel. Why do you think it would work in Nairobi?
So all of our guests that come to stay in Kilifi, and everyone tells us, you have to move to Nairobi.
So do you already have a space you want to take up in Nairobi?
We've started looking at property. We're really in the earlier stages at this stage.
What would you call it in Nairobi? Same thing?
I think we would call it Distant Relatives Nairobi.
So is the investment only for the Nairobi branch or for the entire group?
At this stage, today, we're searching for investment for the Nairobi branch, but we'd be more than happy,
Of course.
to talk to get any of you interested involved in the Kilifi branch also, which is already up and running.
Our entrepreneurs give a good case for their urban eco-retreat. But can they convince any of the lions to part with 25 million shillings?
What's the average revenue for the kind of people that will come, that you're expecting to come to your Nairobi branch? I mean, what do you expect to make?
A person who will stay there will also go to the bar, consume some drinks, probably decide to have breakfast on site or to have dinner or lunch, invite friends. And so altogether, the potential of spending for a person will be probably around $100 per person and per day.
What is your revenue and your margins like for Kilifi right now?
Okay, today we are running at a net profit of about 20%. Roman had this vision, say there is a market gap in Kilifi, let's try it. And I'm the data cruncher, so I say, okay, let's look at the safest approach. And we say the safest approach would be to buy land. So we bought land in Kilifi, and then from the cash we started generating, we built up the property. So it took us 3 years
So what was your net profit in value terms last year as an example?
We would be delighted to offer you this number under maybe a due diligence approach, but it's difficult to mention it here.
Our entrepreneurs choose not to disclose all of their financials. Will this put the lions off?
What is the full budget for what you're planning to do in Nairobi?
The business model we are considering now is to find a partner who could lease the land.
So what's your budget to start off? Like
The budget would be like 70 million shillings.
We could be happy to also put in some shares of the project in Kilifi as a contribution to the project in Nairobi. It's one of the possibilities.
So I like the concept. I think it's really great. But I think just based on what you've done in Kilifi and how that has managed to be successful and become a thing, if you came and told us that you're doing it in Nyanyuki or in Naivasha or in Elementaita, it would sort of make a bit more sense for me than saying that you're doing it in the city. So based on that and the fact that we don't know what it's going to look like, I have to say I'm out.
Okay, thank you very much, Ale.
I personally am out, but more so because I don't understand enough on the industry. But I think not this lion, not for this, yeah.
Very appreciated.
Gentlemen, I just can't see the model working 100%. I'm a little concerned about the fluctuations. I'm more likely to add benefit by the spend and enjoying that kind of vibe. I mean, in all honesty, and I think this New Year's you may have me there. I'm out, but I think I'll be a customer to continue enjoying your services, you know.
I agree with what they're saying as people who live in Nairobi. But as a foreigner who's a backpacker who's coming to Nairobi, they will look for this sort of thing. So I do think there is a need for it in Nairobi. The hotel industry is one I know very little about. I can't come in on my own, so I'm out as well. But good luck getting your investors. When we travel around the region, we'll look for your brand and enjoy it.
Gents, based on the kind of activities, events you run and the nature of my business, I'm very interested to see how we can take this further. Based on what I've seen in Kilifi and the kind of input I've had from my friends who've been out there, I think I'm very interested. So I'm going to make you an offer. So I'm willing to come in, but at 35%.
A last-minute surprise offer from entertainment guru Mike Rabar. Will our entrepreneurs accept or counter?
Mike, thank you. We appreciate it. We're honored by the offer. We'd like to make a counter offer. We think we can sustain 30%. If you'd like to invest more, you would be more than welcome. But then we would like you maybe to help us in Kilifi with some additional cash. Then the deal would be 25 million and 30% for the big Nairobi, plus 10 million for 10% in Kilifi.
If you make Kilifi 15%, we have a deal.
15? You get a deal.
Excellent.
Distant relatives secure a massive deal of a total of 35 million shillings with a well-placed lion.
Mike is in the entertainment industry with Homeboys, and I think he understands what a good event looks like. I think he realized, wow, there's something interesting happening there.
Right, guys, welcome to my holiday home.
We thought we had a deal because Mike was asking for 35, we were asking for 25, so I said, probably have a deal around 30. And if we have his name also in Kilifi, and in Kilifi we still need like 10 millions to really complete Kilifi and have a great location.
The brand is going to be a big brand across the region, not just Kenya.
Yeah, so you need to own it at a group.
Exactly. That's why I'm keen on the 10% up there as well.
Lion's Den, powered by KCB Bank.